WOCA. So don't miss Carol Ann Baldwin and You've Got a Garden each Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on WOCA The Source.
Thank you, Robin. 20 minutes after 11 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this morning. A lot of people are suddenly saying they're going to do their taxes, and I guess that's because it's that time. You couldn't do your taxes this year until, February 1st?
Yes.
There was a difference this year from
That's
other
right.
years. And the other difference people are finding out is that there's this question. I don't know if they're all getting it, but some people are getting this question, do you have health insurance? So the health insurance laws have actually changed some of the things, especially if you're an employer. Barbara Weltman is on the phone. She's a tax attorney, so she knows all the answers to these questions. Her job must require her to learn new stuff all the time when you read the news and see how things change. She's a business attorney, specifically. She's a publisher, a small business advocate, and she's written a book called Big Ideas for Small Businesses. And I'm looking forward to hearing what's in the book. And one of the things she wants to talk to us about, we had a very short interview today, how the new tax laws could impact small businesses and the concerns that your small business owners face, including WOCA. It's considered a small business, right? Even though we've got a big listening audience. Big, gigantic listening audience.
It's huge.
Barbara Weltman. Good morning, Barbara.
Good morning.
Thank you for being on the show. Where are you?
I'm down the road in Vero Beach.
Oh, not that far away. So you've got nice weather. We've got nice weather. The whole rest of the country, though, not so good. So have you had businesses coming to you yet with some of the health care related questions?
Well, the healthcare related questions don't really apply to 2013 returns. That's really more for this current year, 2014, but sure, that's an issue, and everybody's worried about it and confused about it, and I understand that. And actually, that's why I've partnered with the Hartford, because we share a passion for helping small businesses. We want to get the information out there. We want to clear up the confusion and make things as easy as possible for business owners that have so much on their minds.
Okay, so in general, tell me about the book, Big Ideas for Small Business.
Actually, that's my newsletter, my monthly newsletter. My book is J.K. Lasser's Small Business Taxes 2014, which is available everywhere.
Okay, all right. So that would be a good guide for the do-it-yourselfer? Because this is an area that I don't want to be a do-it-yourselfer, to be honest. I'd rather sit with somebody who knows what they're doing.
Well, actually, most small businesses do use professionals to prepare the return. The purpose of the book, and it's suitable for any small business owner, and hopefully it's very understandable, is because you really need to make tax-savvy decisions throughout the year. You can't wait until you sit down with your preparer to find out what's up. So you want to know whether you need to, what's the implication of hiring a new employee? What should you buy or rent equipment? So that's the purpose of the book.
Okay.
So who does a person go to during the year then to have all of those questions answered? Should they go to their tax preparer?
It certainly depends on the business, the type of business, and the business owner, whether you want to deal with a professional who's going to charge for services or use resources such as I provide and that's available from the Hartford as well.
Does a small business owner that has employees that are out of the state, and specifically if they're out of the state working like in a state where there is a state income tax, how does that get handled? Let's say, and we have these little businesses, they're technically small businesses that are internet, or not internet, but like high-tech businesses, like software developing companies, maybe how I say that. And Robin's son is one of these. Robin's son lives in New Jersey, but he easily could be working for a company here in Florida.
Yeah.
It's very tricky because each state has its own rules about whether you have to have withholding for state income taxes, whether the person has to file as a non-resident for income tax purposes. So it is really confusing, and unfortunately it varies from state to state, so there's no single answer. So
next year at this time, the businesses will be worried about the health insurance part. So are they preparing now to not be worried next year?
Well, it's rather tricky because certainly if you have fewer than 50 employees, you're not mandated to provide coverage next year or the year after or ever so far. But you still need to deal with coverage. Many small businesses do provide coverage, and they need to shop for coverage, and that's a challenge. Those that are have between 50 and 99 employees got another year's reprieve, so they don't have to deal with it in 2015. They won't have to deal with it until 2016. But again, the same concerns about having the right coverage, and also you're going to have to promise the IRS that you didn't change your payroll just because of the employer mandate. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So in the beginning, I hinted
Wow.
that in the beginning I hinted that you have to keep up with all the new changes. So when you were doing that, because you're kind of you're way ahead of this than any of us are, do you see something that's going to cause us a problem?
Well, I think, over the tax laws are always changing. I've never had a dull day in my professional life, that's for sure. And the Hartford Small Business Pulse Survey found that a quarter of business owners are just concerned with the complexity in the tax law, and I think rightly so. And let me just give you an example. We have, for this year as well as next year and the year after, the opportunity for small businesses to take a credit for health insurance that they pay for if they meet certain requirements. But the credit is so unbelievably complex that many business owners don't know if they qualify, and even if they think they do qualify, they can't figure out how much of the credit to take. So it's really challenging for many business owners.
And when you have something of that magnitude and then the business owners aren't that savvy, they also have to prepare themselves for a possible audit at the end of the year. So how do they keep all of that paperwork in check?
Well, that's true. There is no absolute way to audit-proof yourself, but you can do things to minimize your chances of audit exposure and to protect yourself and help you sleep at night just in case you are audited. So first of all, you don't want to put up any audit red flags, such as failing to report income that's already been reported to the IRS on 1099s and Schedule K-1s. And one question that I'm asked all the time is taking a home office deduction an audit red flag? And certainly some people think so, but I think given the fact that 52% of all businesses are now home-based, and that the IRS has created a new simplified home office deduction method for 2013 returns, I'm kind of confident it's not really the red flag it used to be, but you still have to make sure that you're entitled to it. One of the most important things, of course, and we can't say this often enough, is that you have to keep good books and records just in case your deductions are challenged. The good news, it's easier than ever to do this. You don't have to necessarily do it on paper or even electronically. Now you can do it mobily with apps, so couldn't be easier.
Wow. My microphone was down a little bit. Barbara Weltman is our guest, and the book, I had the title wrong. The book is actually J.K. Lasser's Small Business Taxes 2014, and the newsletter is called Big Ideas for Small Business. Can we subscribe to the newsletter online somehow?
You sure can. Just go to barbaraweltman.com and you can subscribe for free. And for more information in general, go to thehartford.com/business playbook. And I'd just like to invite your listeners to join me this Sunday, the 23rd, at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Pacific Time, to hear a live Twitter chat hosted by the Hartford on your small business taxes and the hashtag #SmallBizTaxChat.
All right. And it's audible? We can hear it? Or is it readable?
It's a live tax chat at barbaraweltman.com.
All right. Hashtag smallbiz.
You have to be there to get it.
All right. Hashtag smallbiz.chat. Is that what you said?
It's at Barbara Weltman, and the hashtag is SmallBizTaxChat.
Small Biz Tax Chat. Okay, got it. Well, this, as I mentioned before, I don't like fixing my own car because I'm not good at it. I don't like fixing my own plumbing because I'm not good at it. And I don't like fixing my own taxes because I'm not good at it. Barbara, thank you for being on the air with us today to help us with this. The websites are going to be the most important part of this interview, I think, since it's such a short one. Go to Barbara's website, barbaraweltman.com, and don't forget to participate in the chat, which is on Sunday, right? What time?
It's 4 p.m. Eastern Time.
4 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay. Barbara Weltman, thank you so much for being on the show with us today.
No, it's my pleasure. Thank you.
All right, we'll take a break and we'll be right back.
Today in Florida Ag News from the Southeast AgNet, USDA's new farm income forecast reveals that 2014 farm income prospects are down considerably from last year, prompting this conclusion from USDA Chief Economist Joe Glauber.
There's no question we're seeing a softening farm economy.
Glauber gives the specifics.
For net cash income, we're forecasting that at $101.9 billion. That's down $28.2 billion, about 22% relative to 2013. Net farm income is forecast at $95.8 billion. That's down almost $35 billion, or almost 27% from 2013.
But while all those numbers may sound a bit dire, Glauber notes
the financial picture going into this year is very positive. Farmers, their assets have built. They're still carrying very low levels of debt relative to their asset.
In fact, this year's debt-to-asset ratio is expected to be at a record low at 10.5%.
It's a new day for hay, with Kubota hay tools taking the field across the country. Kubota DN Series disc mowers set the pace with fully welded cutter bars, 3-bladed discs, and a non-stop breakaway system on select models. Rocks? What rocks? It's like they're not even there. Kubota makes the cut in even the toughest field conditions, with convenient hydraulic or fold-up transport to make heading home easier too. Kubota hay tools, precisely engineered to help you get more done. Learn more at Kubota.com or see your local Kubota dealer today.
The magnificent fresh Florida grouper, a favorite that's always in season. First, the glaze. Fresh Florida orange juice and golden honey with a touch of Dijon mustard and soy sauce. Honey citrus glaze meet the grouper. That's how easily Florida grouper becomes a delicious meal. Visit freshfromflorida.com for more mouth-watering recipes. Remember, delicious is always served fresh from Florida.
All right, thank you. It's 29 minutes before 12 o'clock. Robin, I was watching this video on the internet, and it was a boy with a BB gun, and he was trying to shoot a mouse in the house.
Oh, my gosh.
And the mouse went up the boy's short, long story short. It was
gosh.
Funny video, but I think he should go to Jerry's.
Ooh.
I'm sure they got some kind of a mouse trap. See, I've had a mouse problem, too.
Yeah.
Well, talking about mouses, about 25 years ago, I had this girl working for me, and we're at the old pawn shop, and we went over, and there's a big old rat. I mean, he's big as a squirrel. I shot him with a rat shot, and he come running down on the floor, and she started screaming and hollering.
Oh, man.
And run under her feet, and she killed him dead as a doornail.
With her foot?
Yeah, she got him. She got him good.
Oh, man, that's nasty.
Oh, my gosh. I think I'd do the same thing if they tried running to me. Oh, man.
I didn't even know there was such a thing as a rat shot.
We like to talk about buying something today. If y'all have something that you need to get some money on, you need guns, good guns, a lot of them. We'll give you a discount on them. All you got to do is tell us you heard it on WOCA, and we will do that. And diamonds and stuff like that, or gold. If you want to borrow some money to pay income tax or something, just let us know and tell us you heard it on here, and we'll give you a discount on your ponds. If you want to sell them to us, we'll buy them. We're looking for guns. Collections of guns are just one gun or two guns. We always looking for them. Any type of pistols, Smith & Wessons, Colts, old Smith, Luger, German Lugers, German Mausers, or any type of gun like this, the old war guns, anything in the old Winchester line from the 73s on up or older, and anything if you need to borrow some money, we'll loan it, or if you want to sell them to us, we'll buy them. We pay the best price, we think, in town on them, and have the best ponding price, too, in town. We're looking for all kind of stuff, and if it's good merchandise, we'll loan you something on it. Guitars, old antique guitars, old Gibsons, old Fenders, old Gretches, you name it. If it's worth the money, old Martins, the older Martin is worth quite a bit.
Yeah, the Martins are nice. I like the Martins.
Yep, Martin's got a good sound on them, all of them. But anyway, if you got them guns, all kind of guns that if you have a collection of them, we'll come to your house and give you a price on them. And if you want to bring them by, it's no law against you putting them in the back of your car and bringing them down here. You don't have to have a permit. You can move them around, and as long as they belong to you. If they belong to somebody else, I wouldn't suggest that.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. We don't want to buy none that don't belong to you. So, but bring the ones that you own.
Yeah, so go to Jerry's Pawn and Gun and meet Jerry and everybody over there. And where are you, Jerry?
We're on Northwest 8th and Pine Street, and where we've been for 47 years now.
Wow.
And you have an anniversary coming up.
Yeah, April 19th.
Yeah,
that'll be
18.
Wow, that'd be 48.
48.
Wow.
Almost as old as me.
Yeah, that's as old as me.
And Jerry, what's your phone number over there?
622-3780.
All right. Jerry from Jerry's Pawn and Gun, always good to speak to you. You take care. Stay warm. It's a nice day, huh? You don't got to worry about staying warm.
I went fishing yesterday, caught a few, not a whole lot, but we're waiting on them to come on the bed.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Okay,
Thank
see
you.
y'all. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Jerry. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back to have fun with Dan.
Habitat for Humanity of Marion County is a ministry dedicated to improving lives by providing affordable and decent housing. Help them help others by visiting the Habitat for Humanity Ocala Restore at 926 Northwest 27th Avenue. To schedule a donation, give us a call at 401-0075 and we'll come pick it up. For more information, visit ocalarestore.org. Habitat for Humanity of Marion County. Building homes, building hope, building community.
Beautiful Moments Party Rentals presents Showcase Under the Stars, a bridal affair to remember. This event has it all. Caterers, photographers, florists, DJs, venues, and more. All gathered in one place and all there to help you plan your special day. Brides, bring your bridesmaids and friends alike. This is the event you don't want to miss. There will be food, fun, trivia games, and prizes with different wedding-themed areas to explore. Tickets are only $10 and Beautiful Moments Party Rentals is donating 100% to the United Way of Marion County. Advanced tickets can be purchased at Beautiful Moments Party Rentals, 3400 Southwest 60th Avenue in Ocala. Showcase Under the Stars takes place on March 13th from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m., so make plans to be there. Again, that's March 13th at Beautiful Moments Party Rentals from 5 to 9 p.m. If you have any questions, just give them a call, 307-8180. That's 307-8180. And make your plans to attend the Showcase Under the Stars. Showcase Under the Stars.
Here are today's headlines from the source WOCA. The Ocala Police Department needs the public's help finding a man who robbed a GameStop store with a gun while customers were inside the store. A surveillance video of the robbery has been posted on the internet. The suspect did not have his hood up when he first came into the store, but his back was to the camera. As he approached the counter, he then put his hood up and took the gun out. The surveillance video from the overhead camera is a little fuzzy, but the customers and the employees can be seen as they are ordered to the floor. The clerk on duty opened up the cash register, but when that didn't seem to get the suspect on his way, he pulled out the cash drawer and put it on the counter. The gunman grabbed the cash and then left. Investigators found it odd that the suspect didn't wait for the place to be cleared out. Detectives say the most important thing is that no one was hurt during the robbery. Anyone with any information is asked to contact the Ocala Police Department at 369-7000 or Crime Stoppers at 368-STOP. And the Ocala Police Department is reporting the arrest of a 47-year-old woman charged with grand theft auto and giving a false report to law enforcement after allegedly stealing her boyfriend's Ford Explorer and then falsely accusing the boyfriend of raping her. The woman is identified in the report as Tammy Hamilton of Ocala. According to the report, 48-year-old Lloyd Jackson Jr., also of Ocala, called police on Saturday to report that Hamilton had stolen his vehicle. Jackson told officers that he picked up Hamilton on Friday, and they spent Valentine's Day together. He said she spent the night at his apartment. Upon awaking Saturday morning, Jackson said Hamilton and his Explorer were gone. A friend drove him to Hamilton's home, where he and the friend witnessed Hamilton driving into the driveway with the Explorer. Hamilton tried to get out, but Jackson was able to get the keys out of the ignition, preventing her from leaving. Hamilton then went inside the house while Jackson waited outside for police to arrive. When officers arrived, they spoke to Hamilton. She denied using the vehicle and blurted out that Jackson had paid her for sex. Hamilton then accused Jackson of raping her. After further investigation, including a trip to the hospital, Hamilton admitted that she made up the rape claim. Hamilton was booked into the Marion County Jail, where she remained yesterday in lieu of a $5,500 bond. If you're planning a day at the beach, experts warn to watch out for stingrays. Experts have reported a number of